Hi, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. My name is Anthony Harris, General Manager of the Forward Vaqueros, Vaqueras Youth Club as well. I wanted to just do this quick video to kind of give you a high level overview of game day. And it would have been impossible for me to try to get a call to answer everyone's questions and get everyone on before. So I want to do this real quick. It shouldn't take any longer than 25 minutes. I'm going to go over a few bullet points real quick. And then if you have questions, feel free to text me or call me at 817-233-6691. Any further questions, we will probably answer them on game day during our pre-meeting, which will be as soon as you arrive. Um, so again, just wanted a high-level overview of game day. I wanted to say I appreciate your time for volunteering and working at the games. It's going to be an awesome experience. It's going to be really helpful for us to provide a really great game day experience for our fans. And then you get to earn some funds for fundraising for your team. So great opportunity, and I appreciate you. I wanted to have my game day operations manager on the call today as well, so you could meet him, but he wasn't able to make it. So you will meet him on game day. His name's Doug Gott. I'll also send out his contact information as well. But I really just, again, wanted to go over a few bullet points, very high level. So again, if you have any questions following this video and you want to reach out and you can't wait till Saturday, shoot me a text or give me a call, 817-233-6691. I'm going to share my screen and go over a few bullet points that I wanted to really quickly discuss. So you should be able to see my screen right now. So arrival. You can park anywhere you want in any of the parking lots around the stadium. Arrival times vary depending on the game kickoff. So Saturday is one of the unique opportunities where we're going to have a double header. And so the arrival time is a little bit extra earlier just because there's a lot to set up. Normally, if it's, say, a 5 o'clock game, arrival time may be 3 o'clock. If it's a 7:30 game, which is the men's usually, arrival maybe around 4 or something like that. So but there's not going to be very many games where it's going to be double headers. Most of them are going to be individual games. And after Saturday, the setup for the rest of the games moving forward is going to be a little bit quicker and a little bit easier because a lot of it we're going to do Saturday and we won't have to do it again. So that's a good thing. Arrival, just please try to arrive on time because as soon as everyone gets there, we will have a pre-meeting. The pre-meeting will take at most 15 minutes probably. We will try to have that at the east entrance of the stadium. It's the main entrance of the stadium. It's a W.O. Barnes above the entrance. Again, that's the east entrance of the stadium. I can't guarantee that I will be exactly right there when you get there because I will be all over the stadium moving around doing things, but I will try to make sure I'm there when myself and Doug are there when everyone arrives and we know that everyone's there and we can have the pre-meeting. So at pre-meeting, we're going to go over some of the stations and where everyone's going to be assigned, and then we're going to let everyone go. We'll also explain a little bit of each stations and what you need to do, but some of the actual direction and explanation may come to you on the go. And the reason is just there's a lack of time. This is your first event. So we may say, you're at merchandise booth, you're going to take all those bins and start setting up at the merchandise station. And more than likely, at least one person that's going to be at that station would have already worked that booth before. So there should be someone there that has some experience. But before I get into all the different sections, I want to talk real quick about kind of that setup time. So whenever gates open, that's when fans come in. For Saturday, it's going to be a little bit different because we have a double header. So gates are going to open at 4 o'clock for the 5 o'clock game, and then they're actually going to stay open for the 7:30 game. We're not going to close them and then open them back up. But if a game starts at 7:30, they would open at 6:30. So Saturday will be a little bit different. For any other games, gates open an hour before kickoff. But that time between arrival and when gates open, that is really the most crucial time of game day. And I would ask of you that during that time, just please move as quickly as you can. Some people may run, that's fine. Some people may walk fast, that's fine. If you want to walk, that's fine as well. I just ask that you move as quickly as possible when you're moving and when you're setting up. And the reason is when gates open and when fans come into the stadium, all of our stations need to be 100% absolutely ready to greet a fan. So merchandise needs to be ready to sell. They need to be ready to take money and sell tickets or sell shirts. And everything needs to be set up on the table. Tickets need to be ready to sell and scan tickets. So all of that needs to be set up. The teams will start arriving. We need to be ready to receive those. Anything that's on the field that's related to the field, that needs to be done as well. So I just ask that those first hour and a half to 2 hours before gates open, we move as quickly as possible. Because it will be a little bit of a hectic situation, making sure that we're ready for when gates open. So Saturday kickoff for the women is at 5, gates open at 4. So now kind of talking on the stations. I have listed here, if you can see my screen, VIP entrance. That is a separate entrance off to the on the south side of the stadium. It's where season ticket holders enter. So we have season ticket holders that are going in through that entrance. Probably have 2 people there. We usually greet them and then give them either some water or some snacks and let them enter the stadium. Ticketing is going to be pretty busy as well, just because our home opener is traditionally one of the busiest games of the year. And unfortunately, fans do not purchase their ticket early. Most of the fan base waits until game day until they show up to buy tickets. So selling tickets is probably the biggest portion of where ticketing is going to be busy. But ticketing is going to be split up in 2 sections. One is going to be selling tickets, and you will be selling adult and youth tickets into the stadium. And then the other section is going to be scanning and receiving. So scanning would be from your phone. We have a card reader that will attach to your phone, whoever's working that section. You will scan a QR code that's either on their phone or that they printed out. And that's how you claim their ticket. Or we've handed out a lot of tickets at events throughout the community, and they're an actual hard ticket. So if someone comes up with one of those, just make sure the date on it is accurate, and they can come in with that ticket. Regarding ticketing, I will ask that you use some discretion, and if we're getting really backed up and there's some sort of issue with technology, or the scanner is not reading, or we can't sell, or Wi-Fi is not strong, or whatever, and we're getting really backed up, just start letting people in. I don't want a long line of people and them waiting out there. Unfortunately, we'll just have to miss out on that revenue, but just let them in. But again, use your discretion on how backed up we get before we make that decision. And if you want to check with either Doug or myself, that's fine as well. So that is VIP and ticketing. And we'll try to have 2 sections for ticketing. So one section for selling tickets, and then one section for entering with scanned or hard copy tickets, so we don't mix up the group. And if someone has some tickets and they need to buy some more, we need to send them to the buy tickets. They may already have them, but they need to go buy more. Merchandise. So merchandise is, I'm going to add to this real quick. Operation and field. Sorry, my computer's working slow. Operations. Okay. So team operations is going to be anything related to the teams and the locker room. So the teams are home team and the visiting team. We'll show you where both the locker rooms are. You may need to talk with the visiting team coaches or some players and kind of help them out if they have some questions. But anything related to team operations. That could be in our home team locker room. We just set up a table with some snacks and pregame food. Uh, that might be something you help out with. I do have a special role for the women's match at their locker room that is going to be kind of a door attendant. So I need a woman staff member posted at the women's locker room door all the time. And she's just basically there to confirm that no one random walks in, and that if a coach or a ref needs to go into, or another staff needs to go into the locker room, her job is to check that the locker room is available for someone else to walk in, because it is a women's locker room. So that's one role, and we'll that's an important role, so we'll need to stop that. But that's kind of team operations, anything related to the team. At the beginning, this is the first time they're going to get their uniforms, so I may have someone give you all the uniforms, and you just have to set them out on the ground per the players that need uniforms. That's kind of team operations. Field operations is going to be anything related to the field. So sometimes banners fall and we got to put them back up. Sometimes boards fall. We got to set up the boards and get the boards out onto the field. So sideline hydration. The trainer should do most of that, but if there's some sideline hydration that we need to do, or we need to move a bench or something like that, that's kind of field operations. The other part of field operations is the halftime, the pregame and the halftime show. So during pregame, we will line up the players on the side of an entrance to the field, and we line both teams up, and then we line the refs in front of them and kids on the sides of the players holding their hands, and then they walk out to the center of the field. They line up at the center of the field. We do the national anthem and we kick off. So that's part of field operations as well. The other part is the halftime show. So we have a sponsor that will be running the halftime show, but we may need one or two people kind of assisting with them. And if there's someone that is good with a microphone, they can use the microphone and talk to the fans on the halftime show. The other thing is, I'll talk about that in merchandise. So that's kind of field operations. The other section is merchandise. Again, it says 3 stacks here. I think I'll probably have 3 or 4. But again, the biggest thing there is it needs to be ready to sell when fans start making into the stadium. So just make it as marketing friendly as you can. We want to sell T-shirts. We want to sell jerseys. There's a couple of products that I really want to move. One is a flag, and the other is a vuvuzela, and I'm calling it a vacusela. But both of those are going to be really great items for fans to have in the stand, and so we need to sell those. So at merchandise, I would like to have someone that is energetic, is good talking with people, gets excited, has a lot of energy, because we need to sell some merchandise. The other section is the kids games. So kids games, I have an inflatable dartboard that you kick a soccer ball up to Velcro, you kick the soccer ball and it sticks to the dartboard. And then a backdrop where there's some goalkeeper diving, and there's some holes in the backdrop, and you try to score in there. So very simple. Basically, that's just used to keep the kids entertained. We may do a prize if you score, or you make enough points or something, then you get a prize, but we'll figure that out on the go. Speaking of on the go, I'm trying to provide a very high level information here right now. There are going to be a lot of questions on game day, and at the pre-meeting, we'll try to do them, but just be flexible, because there may be some things that we do on the go during game day, and it's just the nature of the beast. It's not everything. We can plan it all out, but things change, and we just have to roll with it. So just be ready for that. So that's kids games, season ticket table. I have that on here because I'm not sure how I'm going to manage that yet. Again, the VIP entrance is separate, but they don't have their jerseys yet. So for this first game, we may not have a VIP entrance, and we may just have a season ticket table out front where people can pick up their jerseys and they can buy season tickets. So yeah, we'll figure that one out.